All right, let's dive in. Today, we're breaking down a company that's making some serious waves in the renewable energy world, Oriana Power. Analysts are throwing around some big words for this stock, and we're about to see exactly why.
So before we get into the nitty-gritty of the company, let's get on the same page with this term you see on the screen. It's at the very heart of this whole analysis.
You know, a multi-bagger is basically a stock that has the potential to just explode. It's the kind of investment that can double, triple, or even more, multiplying your money over time. And the analysis we're looking at is pointing its finger directly at Oriana Power as one of these.
So, what's their secret sauce? What does this company actually do to get this kind of attention? Well, it all starts with a really clever two-part business model.
This slide really breaks it down perfectly. On one side, you've got what they call the EPC model. The best way to think about it is like building and selling a house. You do the work, you get a big one-time paycheck. But then, on the other side, they have the IPP model. This is like building a house and renting it out. You get a steady, reliable check coming in month after month, year after year. Oriana does both, which is brilliant. They get big cash infusions and long-term predictable income.
And we're not talking about some tiny niche player here. Look at their client list. They're working with public sector giants and major private companies. Plus, they're spread out all over the map, with operations in 21 states. That's huge because it means they aren't dangerously dependent on just one customer or one part of the country.
Okay, the business model sounds smart, right? But the numbers. Oh, the numbers are where this story gets really exciting. This is the engine driving all that multi-bagger talk.
Wow. I mean, just look at that jump. Their sales practically doubled in 1 year. We're talking going from 319 crores to 628 crores. That is just incredible momentum.
And if you think that's impressive, get this. That huge number, 2,500 crores, that's their current order book. To put that into perspective, they already have deals lined up that are worth 2.5 times everything they sold in the last full year. That gives them a crystal clear view of the money coming in down the road.
Now, here's what's so important, and you really got to see this on the slide. It's not just that they're selling more, they're getting way more efficient. While their sales shot up by 97%, their actual take-home profit jumped by an even crazier 129%. And why? Well, look at the margins. They're expanding. They're getting more profitable with every sale as they grow bigger. That's the dream scenario.
So, the present looks incredible, but what about the future? Is this a one-trick solar pony? Not at all. Oriana is already making big moves and betting on what's next for green energy.
They're jumping headfirst into the next generation of energy tech. We're talking green hydrogen, massive battery storage systems, and even biogas. These aren't just buzzwords. This is where the entire energy sector is heading long-term, and Oriana is trying to get there first.
And get this isn't just some wishful thinking on a whiteboard. It's being backed by huge agreements with state governments, adding up to over 15,500 crore rupees. That's a massive signal of support that makes these ambitious plans feel very, very real. Okay, this all sounds amazing, right? Almost too good to be true. And that's exactly why we have to pump the brakes for a second and do a reality check. Every high-growth story has risks, and this one's no different. So what are the red flags? Well, first, that big jump in receivables means they're waiting on a lot of money from customers, which can squeeze their cash. Then there's execution risk. I mean, building a green hydrogen plant is not easy. It's expensive and complicated. And of course, in solar, there's always fierce competition. These are real challenges you'd have to keep a very close eye on.
However, at the end of the day, the analysis basically says, yeah, the risks are there, but when you weigh them against the potential reward, they seem manageable. That move into new businesses and their killer performance numbers really help balance things out.
And maybe the biggest vote of confidence is this. CRISIL, a top rating agency, just upgraded their credit rating. Think of it like their financial report card getting a better grade. It's a huge signal from outside experts that, despite the growing pains, the company's financial health is strong and actually getting better.
So where does that leave us? We've seen a company with mind-blowing growth, a super smart business model, and a bold vision for the future. But we've also seen the very real risks that come with moving that fast. It's the classic high-growth, high-risk picture. Which really leaves us with a fascinating question to chew on. When you have all these powerful ingredients mixed together, what is that one thing that separates a runaway success story from a cautionary tale? Something to think about.